Acne is an unfortunate thing that almost every teen has to deal with on a daily basis, and I am no exception. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I transformed my skin from this to this in just a few months. There are 4 main things that you are going to need in your skincare routine. First is a cleanser. Second is some sort of assortment of serums, which we will get into more. Third is a good moisturizer. And fourth, but certainly not least, is sunscreen. Simple, right? Kinda. Let's get into some details of why we need each item and what each item is gonna do for you. And before people start like coming for my head saying, oh, you need to have this in your skincare routine, or you need to be doing this, or have it in this order, just know I am not an expert. I am literally just telling you exactly what I did to get results for myself. And obviously my skin isn't perfect, but it is much better than it used to be. Before we figure out your skincare routine, we need to figure out one key step. We need to determine your skin type. Not all skin is made equal. You will likely fit into one of 2 categories, either dry skin like me or oily skin. And you should know if you have dry or oily skin, but if not, maybe just look it up. I have no idea how to explain that. Step number 1 is your cleanser. And like it says in the name, this literally cleans your face. During the day, you're gonna get a lot of dirt and oil and dead skin cells on your face, and in turn this will result in white and blackheads. Black and whiteheads are just 2 different types of acne. The only difference between the 2 is that whiteheads are just a closed pore and blackheads are an open pore. Most of the time you'll find blackheads on your chin or nose, and a lot of the time you'll find whiteheads on your cheeks or forehead. So I use 2 different cleansers in my skincare routine. In the morning I use CeraVe, I don't even know. I use CeraVe Acne Foaming Cleanser with benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide attacks the bacteria on your skin and kind of unclogs pores at the same time. So it's a nice little double whammy. It both clears up existing acne and prevents future acne from even forming. At night I use the foaming hydrating CeraVe cleanser. That is a freaking tongue twister. I use hydrating because I have dry skin, but they do have this same sort of moisturizer that is used for oily skin. When you're washing your face, you want to pat dry with a towel. You don't want to scrub the crap out of that thing because it's just not good on your skin. So just pat it dry. It doesn't have to be completely dry even, so don't stress too much about it. Just be gentle. Step number 2 is your serum lineup. A while back, I was low-key scared of serums just because they kind of seemed out of my league, and I honestly didn't even know where to start. There's like trillions out there. Lucky for you, I did most of the research, and I'd like to say I have things pretty down. So I use 3 different serums every single day. In the morning, I use a vitamin C serum, which has extreme benefits like help slow early skin aging, preventing sun damage, and improving the appearance of wrinkles, dark spots, and acne. I definitely had that memorized. I did not look that up. Basically, vitamin C serum is a one-stop shop, but it doesn't end there. After that, I apply hyaluronic acid, which honestly kind of sounds scary, I won't even lie. This helps the skin stretch and flex, which in turn reduces wrinkle and fine lines in your face. On top of that, which is the main reason that I actually use it, is it's hydrating. So with dry skin, I need hydration. Simple. After you apply all your serums, let them sit for about 5 minutes before you put your moisturizer on to allow it to soak into the skin a little bit. That way you get all of the benefits. And then headed along to nighttime, I just use 1 serum. I start with the Paula's Choice Toner, something like that, which helps the skin to shed dead skin cells from the top layer and by decreasing decreases redness and swelling. But bro, this is expensive. Like, I was shocked. Like, extremely expensive. But I literally just barely started using this, so you don't have to do it. It's not a necessity. It's just if you want to add one more thing on. And following that, I use a retinol, which in my opinion is a necessity for every single person. But beware, because with a lot of these products, there is a little bit of a purging period, or a period where you will break out for a few weeks when you first start using the product, just as your skin starts to adapt to it. Just be patient with it, because it's kind of a long-term product, but it will help out in long term. Retinol kind of does the same things as a lot of these serums. My retinol has 3% retinol in it. You're gonna want to start small and slowly start increasing, but I'm pretty sure 3% is a pretty low amount, so you should be good to start with this serum that I use. And when you first start using it, you'll probably have a little bit of drier skin. It's just part of the retinol, so don't worry. And I got all my serums from Art Naturals for 18 freaking bucks. So cheap. Like, it was a steal. And since I was always scared of the price of serums, I was like, this is my product right here. Step number 3, moisturize. moisturizing. So I just use one moisturizer, and honestly this isn't too important to me. You just need to make sure that you're doing it, but you do need to make sure that you are moisturizing 2 times a day without fail. You have to do it every day, because I promise this one step alone will make the biggest difference in your skin. So just keep on the ground with it. Stay consistent. A few tips for finding a good moisturizer. You need to make sure that it's non-comedogenic. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it'll say non and then a big C word after. That's the one you need to go for. It basically just means that it won't clog up your pores and give you more acne. So please do not use your body lotion on your face. You also need to decide if you want a lighter moisturizer or a thicker, more dense moisturizer. Personally, I do thicker just because I do have dry skin, like I've been saying, so it makes me feel like I'm getting more hydration. But honestly, it's just personal preference. When you're applying your moisturizer as well, make sure you are super gentle, because your skin on your face is sensitive, and the more you're rough with it, the more your skin will be unhappy. And finally, sunscreen, which is the most important step by far. Sunscreen, in my opinion, is the #1 thing to prevent anti-aging in the long run. You're gonna wanna make sure that every time you step outside, you have some sort of sun protection on, whether it's sunscreen or a hat covering your face. This one thing alone will help tremendously with anti-aging. So you just gotta look out for your future self, and if you wanna be nice and sexy when you're older, then just start doing it now. Obviously, I only use sunscreen in the morning, so at night I use the eye cream. I use the CeraVe eye cream. Eye cream basically just prevents wrinkles, dark spots, and puffiness around your eyes. It is basically just a super hydrating cream which helps brighten and tighten up your skin. And I apply this with my ring fingers because they are extra soft. I don't even know if you're supposed to apply it with your fingers. I just saw it on TikTok, so now I do it. A quick recap of the step-by-step process of my skincare routine. It doesn't have to be anything that expensive or crazy like a lot of these people say, and mine is pretty cheap, I think. Starting off in the morning, I use the Acne foaming cleanser. I follow that up with the vitamin C serum and top that off with hyaluronic acid. Next, I moisturize with my non-comedogenic moisturizer and top all of that off with sunscreen. Try to go for around SPF 50. At nighttime, I use my foaming hydrating facial cleanser. Follow that up with my toner with my salicylic acid. Dude, these are the weirdest names. Then I go in with my retinol, let it sit for 5 minutes, top it off with my non-comedogenic moisturizer again, and end it all off with my eye cream. And that's it. It's really nothing crazy at all. But skincare doesn't just stop at the products that you are using. If you are wanting to see results fast, then you need to be doing a few things in your everyday life as well. One thing that you need to stop is touching your face. This is the #1 way to get dirt and oil in your pores, causing them to close up and form zits. Also, for the people who pick and pop their zits all the time, I would recommend stopping that too, because it does result in worse scarring in the future. Next is to drink a lot of water. Try and drink about 125 ounces, or I think that's like 7 water bottles. This one thing will make you look and feel 100 times better. And finally, you need to alter your eating just a little bit and stop eating processed food so much. Now, personally, this is something I suck at. I still eat processed foods all the time just because they taste so good. But if you want to see results very quickly, then stop eating processed foods. If you consistently implement all of these tips, I can almost guarantee that you will see results in no time at all. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Carson Johns 27. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. See you next time. Peace.